anybody
What?
running the country anymore.
You don't want anyone running the country anymore. This is a hot take.
I can't really trust nobody with it. You see
Speak
and
on it.
don't get me wrong. Right now, he's kind of what the country needs. As much as I don't like it,
It's easier to get around nowadays anyway. But Ubers, Lyfts,
yeah.
buses, trains, planes.
Where do you think I'm gonna be taking a plane to?
I don't know, in case you ever want to get the hell out of Tennessee. You ain't never thought about that? You've never thought about that?
Yeah. I usually just take like a car or something. I'm not gonna take a plane.
So what if you wanted to go to England?
Overseas. Boats.
You would take a boat?
Yeah.
You would take a boat over a plane?
Yes. I don't like planes.
I don't like planes either, but I really don't like boats.
What's the worst a boat's gonna do? It's not the Titanic, Mom.
Peyton, 1400s, 1300s. What was happening with boats?
They were breaking down. Maybe.
Huh?
I don't know.
The transatlantic slave trade. Y'all ain't finna get me. Trying to be sneaky. Trying to get you. No.
They're not getting me.
Huh?
They ain't getting me.
They what?
They ain't getting me. They ain't doing nothing.
They're not gonna get you?
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing. Only time I'm gonna take a plane is if I need to be somewhere quickly. They move fast.
What about... What if you wanted to go to Russia? You would have to take a plane. You'd have to.
I don't know. I'd rather walk to my destination.
Peyton, how you going?
I'd rather walk through Russia than I would take a plane. No running, no bicycles. Just
You would
walk.
rather walk through Russia?
Yeah.
Walk through Russia.
Yeah. Also,
Well, I don't know. You could, huh?
There's not a lot of people here. Sure, you want to do this one?
It's not that many people here, and this is the Social Security office. It's always gonna be a million people.
You're not trying to do the other one?
We have to get your social first before we get.
Oh, okay.
Because we got your birth certificate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta go up here and get your social. Alrighty. Onward to the DMV. So, are you at least excited about working?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with all your newfound wealth when you start working?
Either save it or blow it all out on Xbox. One of the two.
Either save it or blow it on Xbox?
Yeah.
What are you
like
buying?
Games.
What types of games are you purchasing, Peyton? What types of games are you purchasing? What are you getting?
I don't know. Games that look fun.
Games that look fun. Like what? Give me an example. I give you an allowance. You get money often. What do you spend it on, sir? And I can just get on Cash App and look and see my damn self. But I'm asking you.
So, to play with your friends online, you have to have a subscription. So, I pay for that.
How much is the subscription?
I think every time the subscription comes around, it takes out like a good chunk of that money.
Chunk of that money. How much is the subscription, Peyton? You know how much it is. You just don't want to say it. How much is it?
I think a little under 20.
A little under 20.
It's different subscriptions, but yeah, well, I think it's like 17, 18.
A what? A month? A week? A year? Like how often?
I think it's every month.
Like really and truly, you really don't be asking me for nothing. But like I'll buy a game for you. If it's a chick on lady shit. Yeah. If it's a cheap game, I'll buy it for you. I don't have a problem doing that. I'm not doing your subscription service. You gonna have to keep up with that, sir. But everything else, like you spend money for no reason.
Yep.
Like I went and got you deodorant and you had already bought yourself some deodorant. Like that's cool, like you're being self-sufficient, and I appreciate that. But you don't have to do that. Like you're still a child. You're growing up, yes, but you're still a child. I'm still your mother. And these are things that I'm supposed to be providing for you. You shouldn't have to go and do that. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I appreciate it. Because then it's like, all right, cool. If I forget to get something, I know you're good. But I don't want you to feel like you can't rely on me.
I know.
Okay. You don't have any big purchases you want to make?
Not right now, no.
In the future? Don't you want a car eventually?
Eventually, yeah, but
well,
I'm gonna get a job at some point, so.
Well, you're getting a job now.
Yeah. So like, what's the point of like saving money of my allowance whenever I'm already gonna get a job? And I'm not planning on going to lessons for school this year for driver's license. Like driver's ed. I'm not doing that this year. I'm doing it next year.
You can't take driver's ed your senior year of high school.
Worth a shot.
Hayden, you can't take.
Even still, it doesn't really matter because all the people that go there don't even really care about getting the car. They just want free credits.
I didn't ask you about anybody else. I don't give a shit what they're going for. Okay. I'm asking you. Quit making the faces. So, do you remember years ago when I'd be taking you to school to Overall Creek and it would be like forever and a day because it was so far? And we would listen to talk radio.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be so interested in politics, like super interested in politics. And here we are again. It's 2024. Like, you remember the 2020 election. It was COVID. We were all stuck in the house stuck. And I don't really think you were as interested at that point. But the previous one, in 2016, you were a kid. Like, I mean, you were a kid. And you were pretty interested, pretty invested. But,
it was like a show.
Huh?
It was like a show.
So have you been keeping up with things this go round?
So, yeah.
What are you thinking?
It is what it is at this point.
What does that mean?
We've got, I believe, 3 options for presidency.
All right.
We have Joe Biden, the man that can't remember anything.
Okay.
We have Trump, the guy who uses harder-earned tax money for hush money for strippers.
Whoa.
Isn't that right?
Time out. That's not what happened.
What happened?
That's not what happened.
Because he used government money to...
No, he didn't.
Then what money did he use?
He used his own money.
Then why didn't he get impeached?
Trump is famous for funding his own campaigns and funding his own shit because he can. He got it like that. He that guy.
I know.
Financially.
He's got money. He's got money. Yeah.
He got money. So when he was running, the Stormy Daniels thing happened, and she wasn't a stripper. She was you a big boy. She was a porn star.
Mm-hmm.
And he slept with her. And she was like, oh, you running for president? I'm finna say stuff. And he was like, hey, how much do you want to just shut up? And she was like, I don't know. So however much money. And so he paid her. Now here's the thing. This is where it gets convoluted. He paid her, but sometimes you've been messing around with the Bitcoin and stuff. With
a little, yeah.
Okay. So you know that when you have money tied up in Bitcoin and you're waiting for the stocks to do its thing, you can't pull. You got the money, it's yours, it's there, but you can't pull it out, right? When you have the money on hand, that's called being liquid. That's how much money you have on hand, cash you have on hand. Donald Trump, being who he is, having the money that he has, a lot of businesses and whatnot, got to move some money around. So, especially with the campaign going on. So, when she needed the money, when he needed to pay her off so she'd be quiet about everything, he paid her from the campaign funds. Now, it was still his money. Okay? Do you understand? It was still his money. It doesn't matter if it came from this pocket or this pocket. It was still his money. But legally speaking, you cannot do it that way. If you want to pay this girl off, that's not illegal. But you got to do it from your own money that's not attached to any political shit. So even though it was his own money, that's what he got in trouble for. So now with that piece of information, things change up a little bit. You see, whenever he talks about this is a witch hunt, you kind of see he has a little bit of a point. I'm not agreeing with him, Peyton. Don't look at me like that. I'm not agreeing with him. But I'm saying you got to look at the whole picture. And when you have misinformation, then you can't make the right decisions that you need to be making. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that being said, now that you have the correct information, now how do you feel?
Same way, he's still a racist, sexist, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, right now, he's kind of what the country needs. As much as I don't like it, he's the one that could probably make peace with Russia, and that's going to be the big thing that's going to prevent World War III. And Biden does not seem like the man to be doing that, especially with the fact that he'd probably forget that they were in a war right now. What's that again? We're in a war? With who? Russia? What? So that's the reason why I wouldn't like either of those for our presidents. And the real big reason I'm not going to be here, this is way too many.
Bro, this is not way too many people.
Mom, there's barely any people.
When I was your age, this used to be overflowed. Cars would be down that road. That wasn't even there. They would just be lined up. Boy, this is fine. I can see a parking spot.
Back when you were my age, not now. I'd rather go somewhere else. Pretty please.
Peyton, we're not going to Shelbyville just because.
Please.
No.
Let's go to Shelbyville.
No.
Let's go to Shelbyville.
No.
Let's go to Shelbyville.
Ain't nobody even outside waiting, Peyton.
Let's go to Shelbyville. Let's go to Shelbyville.
Peyton, it's 4 p.m. It's 4 p.m. And it closes at 4:30. So
okay, we can make it to Shelbyville by 4:30. We can make it a Shelbyville by 420. Drive like Granny. Come on, it's in your jeans. Let's go.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you could.
No, I can't.
There's 2 people outside right now. Come on now.
They're not waiting.
And, well, she looks like she is. Come on.
We're not going to Shelbyville. We'll miss it, Peyton. We'll miss it. So,
Yeah.
Biden, he wouldn't even know that we were in a war. So what's your solution?
I don't know, like Obama or something.
Obama?
Yeah.
Peyton, have you taken a civics class?
Don't
You
care.
haven't
I
taken
don't
a
care. I don't care.
Peyton,
I don't care.
you
I
have
don't-
to care.
I don't.
Otherwise, you'll say stupid shit like Obama. Obama can't run again. You can only serve so many terms.
We can break that.
And you sound silly.
Law-
You sound
laws have
crazy.
Laws have been broken before. It doesn't really matter. And then the other person that's running, JFK
Okay.
Jr.
JFK. Oh my God, bro, it's RFK.
RFK.
Oh my God.
Whatever. I'm sorry. I don't want him running for president.
Why?
He stated himself he had worms in his brain eating away at it. I don't want a zombie leading our country. And that's essentially what all these old dudes are. Zombies leading the country.
So if you were 18, what would your choice be? What would you be doing?
Nothing.
Staying at home?
Yeah. I don't
It's
want
just
anybody
what?
running the country anymore.
You don't want anyone running the country anymore. This is a hot take.
I can't.
All right.
I can't really trust nobody with it. You see the
Speak
and
on it.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love America.
Uh-huh.
It's the country of the free. If I were to say this in practically any other country, bam, bam, 2 shots to the back of the head.
Okay.
But and so this is what we're allowed to talk about in America.
Yeah. But so with that being said,
If I'm being honest, I remember some people back from Georgia that are more capable to run the country than these people. So
I know people I did really crazy things in high school with that would be more capable of running the country right now.
That's the sad thing about this.
So what do we
'Cause-
do? What you're the future. You're the
I'm
future.
the
They
future.
say all the kids, the kids are the future. So you're the future. So come on.
I might be the
Give
future,
me-
but I'm not gonna be the future running the country.
Okay, but like you're gonna be living in this country, and you're about to be 18 in a few years. Kisses. So what's the move?
England, maybe? I don't know. Go into the UK, the United Nations, or Kingdom. If I go, heck,
You
Canada,
would leave
maybe.
you would leave the country? Why Canada? Let me ask you that. Why Canada?
I don't know. They're a quiet. They're a quiet place. They're quiet.
Do you know anything about Canadian history? You should look that shit up.
One second.
You should look that up.
Justin Bieber and Drake. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Canada's
Okay.
crazy. Canada's crazy. Canada's batshit crazy. Canada's batshit crazy. Canada's batshit crazy.
Okay.
Canada's
You won't go to
crazy.
Canada. I won't go to Canada. I'll go to UK.
Why are you going to the whitest effing places that you can think of?
Okay.
Hold up, I'm
Canada-
starting to
no,
feel
no, no,
away.
hold on,
I'm
hold on.
starting to feel away.
No. Listen. Canada, from my knowledge, they're really quiet.
Uh-huh.
The UK,
Mhm.
if I go to the UK, it solves one problem that sometimes I'm worried about. Gun control, although they have a corrupted government.
Whoa.
I might Don't they have a
pause, back up. What do you say about gun control?
They ain't got guns in Canada.
They ain't got guns in the UK.
I mean, UK.
I know they don't.
I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get shot. Mom. Think about it like this. You go to the UK, you don't get shot. You might get stabbed. All you got to do is just not get close to anybody. They won't stab you out.
Okay,
pure
but
daylight.
Peyton, if something happens within their government and their government turns tyrannical, then what are their people going to do? They have no way to defend themselves. No way at all, except for what? Bayonets, swords. I mean, yeah, we got swords, but is swords going to be enough, Peyton?
Get crazy with the sword. I don't know what to tell you.
You can get as crazy as you want to with a sword, Peyton. A sword is not going to be faster than a bullet. I don't care how much anime you watch. A sword is never faster than a bullet.
I never said that they will. Just get smarter. Get better with a sword. Just
get smarter. You can't. How are you going to outsmart? No, I need to hear this. I need you to break this down for me. How are you going to outsmart a bullet? How?
Okay.
Tell me.
If someone got a gun to you, and obviously you're going to have distance between you and the gun. Take cover and
take cover.
Yeah, take cover.
What if somebody busts up in the house in the middle of the night and they got a gun and the closest thing to you is a pillow? You gonna take cover with the pillow? Are you gonna take cover with the pillow?
But hey, that's the thing. It's unexpected. It's unexpected.
But if you sleep with a gun under your bed, you ready. You stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready.
If I sleep with a gun under my bed, then that says a lot about the country. All I'm saying.
No, that says a lot about your desire to protect your family and your property, which is an American, not just a right, but an American duty.
No.
Do you know what? Do you know what your ancestors have had to do to earn the right to carry firearms in this country? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea? A lot. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. It is your American duty to carry firearms. Multiple. Not, you ain't got to be crazy and go all out with it, but do you not remember ETSU?
No.
You know, you were too young, I guess. But
no, you already know I would have forgotten.
Well, you did firearm safety classes.
Oh.
I had a Beretta.
That's fine. Just because we have firearm safety doesn't mean that people are going to follow those rules, nor that.
No, you're right.
That means if they have the ability and they have the knowledge to use a gun, then that enables them more. I know how to use a gun. And if they have some sort of grudge, because we've already seen, we got crazy people in this country. Mm-hmm. You remember Ezra Miller? You remember the DC terrorist that they refused to imprison. Mm-hmm. Give him a gun, see what happens.
Okay, but
give him a gun.
Okay, but at the same time, that dude that shot up the movie theater, do you remember when it was one of the Batman movies came out? It wasn't, I don't believe it was Dark Knight Rises. It may have been Dark Knight, but when it came out, that theater in Nevada, and that dude went fucking crazy and shot up like so many fucking people.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
No.
It happened, and if somebody had been carrying at the time in the vicinity, they would have been able to stop him. There are so many instances in which there's an active shooter, but somebody around has a firearm on them, and then they're able to not only protect themselves but the people around them.
Just because one person might be carrying, to be able to stop them. that just means that if that person was carrying and they went crazy and then they went in the movie theater and shot everything up, that just means that we need better security for this for
Pause.
us.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Hi, welcome to Hardee's. Will you be using our award-winning app today?
What do you mean America needs more security?
By better security, I mean we need more people that are actually willing to do more for security in this country, as in if we need to start adapting and learning from our mistakes. That person would have never gotten in if we already had people in the movie theater that were already prepared to stop that person, as in they've had some slight sort of training.
Okay.
Or if we had metal detectors and some sort of bodyguards, because if we did have what we needed at the time, that incident could have been avoided properly if we were prepared and if we had better security.
Okay, so do you think that that's a government thing or a private property thing? That's a private property thing. The government does not own any movie theater.
But it's on the government because the government.
How?
From the lost lives that we've had.
So that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
Yes,
we've lost a ton of lives due to shark attacks. Does that mean that the government needs to pay a stipend for people that want to go to the beach? Like, this isn't that. You're not making any sense.
No, it's not that. All you have to do is just make some sort of net. Keep people away from where sharks are usually habitated at.
Okay, who's gonna do all of this, Peyton?
The government. If they wanted to keep their people alive, then they would actually take action.
With all of
Americans alive.
So with all of this government oversight and all of these businesses being hotels and beaches, so if the government's got their hand in all of this stuff, do you really and truly think that they're not going to have a say-so in, let's say, how much ticket prices are? We already see they're already astronomical. We don't go to the movies anymore because of it. That's why I got all the streaming services, is to distract from the fact that I'm not taking y'all to no damn movie. Last time I took everybody to the movies, it was $250.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. That was dumb. That didn't make any sense at all. So if the government is going to have their hand in things like movie theaters and beaches to provide added security, okay, where are we going to get the added security from? From probably the police force. Okay. We already have an issue with filling in cops with the police force because everybody was saying defund the police, and then a bunch of cops were like, okay, that means that they hate us, so nobody wants to be a cop anymore. But also F12, it's a more nuanced conversation that you can't just solve within within a couple of sentences. And that's what I'm trying to show you right now by asking all of these questions. I'm not just trying to be difficult. I'm trying to ask you these questions so that way you can think critically about what it is you're saying. You want the government to have more oversight. That means more police. People already have an issue with the police. People already have an issue with how the police are even trained and recruited and picked out. If your IQ is too high, they will reject you. Did you know that? You have to think about the implications of what you're saying is going to have in the future. Yeah, okay, it would be great if everyone could feel safe, but not everybody is altruistic. Not everybody is kind. Not everybody wants to help other people. Some people just want to watch the world burn. So You know, do not lose that train of thought, Peyton. Okay?
I've already lost it.
Shit.